We make these ourselves by hand in Mathiston, Mississippi. Every Big Dog collar comes with a free stamped ID plate. Big Dog collars are a BioThane collar. BioThane is PVC-coated polyester webbing. Polyester will not absorb water. They're easy to clean, waterproof, and stink-free. What I love about BioThane is that it has the look and feel of leather, but it is easy to care for and keep clean. Big Dog collars come with two different kinds of hardware. We have nickel-plated brass, and then we have brass-plated brass. Big Dog collars are available in two styles, standard and center ring. Standard collars are very similar to the design of a man's belt, where center ring collars have a ring in the center of the collar, and then it also has a D-ring next to the buckle. Center ring collars are also sometimes referred to as safety collars. You put it on a dog and you have it loose enough, if he gets hung up, he can actually spin out of the collar. Big Dog collars are available in multiple product lines. We have the solid colors available in 1 inch and the Little Dog 3/4 inch, which is designed for smaller dogs and puppies. We then have the Big Dog Visibility, which is a BioThane collar with a reflective stripe down the center. We have the Stealth Dog, which comes with blackout hardware, and then the Brass Dog, which comes with all brass hardware. The most important thing about a dog collar is having your phone number on the collar. That's the most important thing. Every Big Dog collar comes with a free stamped ID plate, and it's going to have rivets. It's going to be attached to the collar. You've got 4 lines that you can put information on there. Phone numbers are the most important thing. My tags nowadays have my cell phone and I have my wife's cell phone. If a dog gets out, I'm going to get a phone call. I will not run a dog without an ID plate. We do the Big Dog collars in what are called neck size collars. So if your dog has a 15-inch neck, then you're going to order a 15-inch neck size collar. If he has a 16-inch neck, then it's going to depend. Is he fully grown? If he's fully grown, you could probably get away with a 15, but you could also get a 17 because he's going to fall somewhere in between. The simplest way to do it is to get a seamstress tape. If you don't have a cloth tape measure, but you have just like a regular tape measure, the simplest thing to do is to get something to measure your dog's neck. You can use shoelace, piece of string. You can take your belt and do it. Wrap it around there, get the measurement, lay it down, take your tape measure, get the measurement. One thing that we do with these collars that I'm a giant fan of, so we have this keeper, and so when your collar goes on, you have the flap here, the extra, keeps everything nice and tight. When we named them Big Dog collars, we weren't kidding. Our Big Dog collars also come in a 23, a 25, and a 27-inch neck size, which that's a big old boy right there. So if you've got a big dog, get him a Big Dog collar. You can now upgrade your dog's ID tag to a laser tag. These are laser engraved tags. You can get a brass laser tag, you can get a stainless steel, and you can also get a solid black laser tag. So if you'd like to match your hardware to your tag, we have that option with the laser tags. There's a lot of different lasers that are out there. Some lasers that are strictly just removing paint off of a tag that over time they're going to scratch and become illegible. Our laser, it's an American-made fiber laser. It's burning into the metal. Really clean look. They're really nice. We really like them. It's just important that you have a tag that people can read easily. If you want a little fancier tag, we offer those. We have the free brass stamp tags, and then we have an upgrade with the laser tags. My dogs get staked out when we're traveling especially. I have to have a tighter collar. When they're at the kennel, their collars can be a little bit looser, but when we're on the road, they've got to be tightened up just so they can't back out of them. I have a tendency to go just a little bit on the larger side, so if I have a dog with a 16-inch neck, he's going to get a 17 collar. So of the Big Dog collars, my personal favorite is going to be the visibility collars. What I like, it's kind of the best of both worlds in that you get all the features of BioThane, and you get the color, which I like for identifying dogs at a distance. I typically I'm going to use orange, pink, and the lime green. I find that those are easiest to see in the field at a distance, especially if I'm trying to differentiate between dogs. I've got a couple of dogs that look very similar to each other, and you get them 150, 200 yards out. Sometimes it's hard to tell who's who. And so a different color collar strap will help with that. But my favorite feature of these is the reflective strip. And it is crazy how these things bounce light. And so if you have a dog that ends up getting loose, he's out at night, you know, it is going to just, I mean, it shines in a way that is hard to describe. And I don't know if we can video it really well, but it's really impressive how much light these collars reflect. The only thing you have to watch about a visibility collar is that over time that strip is going to get worn off a little bit. And so some of it's just going to depend on what you're running your dogs through. I'm very comfortable that you're going to get a year plus out of them, but you want to kind of watch that because over time I have seen them wear down and you know they just get less and less. But of this line of collars, I'm a real big fan of the visibility ones, and I really like the brass dogs too, especially if you get a brass plate nameplate on them. It's a sharp looking collar. But it's a neat line of products, but make sure you check out the visibility collars, especially if you have a chance for a dog to get out. You know, if he's on the street and a car's coming, there's no question they'll see him.